Hey guys, Nathan Brandon Masters. If you want to support the channel, check out my website, nightphoenixpress.com. You can find digital and physical copies of my books, role playing games, and even drawing paper. The money helps support me as well as fund new content. So go check out my site. Hey guys, Nathan Brandon.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly if we scream no. This is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who will never let go. Just watch us run to where no one knows. We'll never grow. We'll never grow. Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly if we scream no. This is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who will never let go. Just watch us run to where no one knows. We'll never grow. We'll never
Nathan Brendan Masters. The second installment of MediBang Paint Pro. And how you guys doing? It's going to be a short stream. And let me see. I just want to get some things together here real quick. I have to grab my tablet. So let's get into it here. I have some things already set up. And you guys might remember this. This was from yesterday, so I did a little bit more to it. let me see. I need to bring up my comment screen real quick. Uh, what I do here is I have my main screen that I'm working off of, and then I have this screen or my laptop screen, which is where I read my comments. So uh, a lot of times, obviously, there's a delay, and that's usually why there's a delay because there's like a 15 to 30-second delay between comments and what I'm saying and doing versus what I'm reading on screen. So let's jump into it. As you can see, I've done a little bit more here. So yesterday we had Jack Birchill, who was on the show, on the show, who was in the chat, and he actually helped out. Now he was talking about something called a uh, a Terminator line, which I had to admit I thought that was just a completely badass name for for an art technique, and he showed me what that was. He actually sent me a tweet and showed me a private message actually showing me exactly how that worked, and you can see me. You can see this over here, which is what I've done, and I followed his example. Now I'm going to show you his. What I did was, let's see, this is his right here. You can see he did a breakdown of how it's supposed to look. His looks a lot more professional than mine. If I bring, well, see, did I bring up the opacity on here? Let me look at. Okay, I'm going to bring up the opacity on his. This is his right here. So he gave me some directions on how to break that down. I didn't do mine exactly the way his is, but I got the the gist of it. So those are the type of things that I would be working on when you're working in black and white, like I did with the Victor Locke Demon Nor book. There's a little bit more, or I should say a lot less that you have to take into effect because you just have to get the basic lighting and stuff right. But when you're doing color, there's a lot more to take into effect. And this isn't, just so people know, this isn't an actual page that I'm doing from a book, but this was just something I was doing to show people the comic effects in MediBang Pro. So, or just to kind of show people why this is a perfect program to use if you're doing comic books. Let me go over here real quick and just scroll up just in case some chats come through. I want to be able to see those. So, and I actually have the tablet working now. I had to reinstall the. I didn't really have to reinstall the drivers. It's just there's a function that every once in a while you have to like press the button and it will kind of. I guess I wouldn't want to call it reinstalling. I guess it refreshes the tablet driver. Uh, you know, I don't know. Sometimes the pen uh, doesn't work exactly the way it should. Sometimes the buttons don't work exactly the way they should. You press that button, and that just kind of fixes everything. So that's good. So what I did here, I added a window up here, so you have the blue light kind of shining through, coming in there. A little bit of a glow at the top here. It's barely noticeable, but it's there. I just added that. That's a little bit of light coming in. So you're getting that off of his coat, and you're getting it from the back off of his coat as well. This is our vampire guy, who technically, well, but that's not decoy though. That's just rando vampire number 5. So, whose ear could use some fixing there. This vampire really shouldn't be running around in the day like this, but it is what we're gonna fix that. We're not gonna have any day roaming vampires in this piece. So let's see here. Not today, Bucko. Not today. So we're just gonna let the hair fall over like that. All right, so uh, there you have it. And what I really like about this program is you see all of the layers here. You can do all of this all in the various layers. Again, just like the other program. What was that other program called? Uh, the one I can't believe Clip Studio. Just like in Clip Studio, you can do all the layers. Again, if you want, you can make a layer for each panel, but I'm thinking that would get really confusing after a while. So maybe not something that you want to do. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and bring this all down to one image, but I'm going to keep the background layer there. And the background layer has panel on it, which at some point I must have merged. Maybe not. Well, we'll see in a minute. So what I'm going to do is merge all of these layers, go all the way up here, make sure I get everything. And I'm going to go all the way down. Hey, Jack. Oh, you're on. Yes, I'm here. Let's see. I was early before I went back to watching Melora's new. Yes, I am. I just showed your. I just showed the. Well, I can't think of that. I can't now. Terminator line. The. I showed what you sent me. So what I did was I used that as a guide. So I put it over there, and I did mine under it, but I didn't necessarily follow exactly the way yours was, but I used that as a guide for this. And then I put a window in there so that there's there's like light coming in. So you get this, put a little bit of glow down there. Hold on just a second. My keyboard has just lost connection. So I'm using my wireless keyboard with this because my computer is kind of out of hand. So I did do that, and this is what it looks like now. I added that window up there. I fixed these lines. I know that these lines were were kind of haphazard, but like I was saying earlier, this really wasn't going to be anything that I used in the book. And also, I did these lines with the Sumi brush, which is not what I use for a normal comic. That's what I was using for the Victor Locke Demon Noir comic, but that's not what I would use for a normal comic book. So I was just going to get these layers together here and make them all one layer, but for some reason that didn't work. So let's try it again. We're going to start there. We're going to go all the way up to here. And let me just do it like this. Merge. Exclude text. Let's preserve unmerged layers. Okay. Let's see if, yep, that, no, that didn't work because that didn't like preserve the layer. Let's try it again. Layer 4. Let me look up here. Okay, we'll try it again. Think I'll skip that, the one that says layer 4. We're going to skip that. And then we're going to go up here. And we're going to do it again. Merge. And you see, right, the window will be more blue in the incandescent room, light warm. This beads have stronger difference in light color, which makes the Terminator line more dynamic. Yeah, because I was working with this and I noticed that there's only so much. It wasn't as I like what you did, but there needs to be a little something more with that. And the way I set this up originally, it was just supposed to be kind of this light coming from here, but I thought about it after coming in from the hallway. There's two distinct, two distinct directions, or light is coming from two distinct directions. So you got the light behind and the light in front. So, and plus, I went and just threw this together very quickly, but I hadn't really planned for that in the beginning. So this turned out to actually be more, to have greater value than it did when I first started, because originally this was just to show off what the program can do. So that's good that something else came from that as well. I'm now really learning to work with color. Let's see. Another option would be dim the light on the back of the jacket as it's nowhere near as strong as the natural light. This is true. See, that would be up here. Let's see. That would be making it a little bit darker. Where's my? Let's see. There's no. I'm pretty sure there's a tool to actually do that. There's a burn tool here. I don't going to noticed over here that okay, I merged into a panel. We'll just work with that for now. Nope. I'm gonna make another layer right there. Well, it's already a layer there. So this is more of a purple. It's not letting me. Let's see what this layer is. It's not letting me do anything. Okay, we're gonna make a new layer because that layer is not allowing me to do anything. So way too purple. No. Somewhere around in there, I'm thinking. Gonna make a multiply layer. Oh, that looks bad. Okay, hold on a second. No. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna technically that should be that's not giving me nearly what I want there. Let's try this. Oh, I see what happened. I used the wrong thing. I was in the add mode. Okay, I see why that's a problem. All right, multiply. Here, we're going to use the mouse for this. Multiply. Okay. Now there we go. Now it's purplish. Too dark. Let's see. So you go for nearly white highlights on the front edges of the jacket. The important thing is the contrast between light and see. I'm thinking I could darken this area up a little bit, but I don't want to make it too dark. But that's almost as dark as the other part of it. Let's see. Still too dark? Yeah, I think we got it right here. I'm gonna get a smaller pen. So keep in mind the tablet is going to be a little bit laggy with me running the other stuff while drawing with this. So it's going to be a little bit sloppy. Then I'm going to move into a bigger pen for the large areas, and then I'll come back. All right, and now we'll move into the smaller pens. I think 20 was good. Yep. So I'm going to go in here and cover this up a little bit. So this is almost like trading off colors, whereas like this back here is going to be a little bit darker, but up here is going to be a little bit lighter. So uh, we'll go for white, but not completely white. But we'll keep the same pen. You know, actually, because I've already, we could do that with the eraser. Let's see. We might be able to do that with the eraser. Not on that layer, though. And there we go. And then we got to get up here on the collar. All right, there you go. For now, I'm going to just cut through there because I can put that back later. Matter of fact, I can put that back right now. And there we have it. So we got the bright light coming from the front and then the darker light coming from the back. I compressed these panels before I compressed these done back here. Let's see. So all right, hold on. I'm going to go over here and close some windows and actually see if I can do this without it being so buggy. Now I better keep that window open. I wonder if I minimize it. Okay, I'm going to minimize this window here. This might help out a little bit. All right, there we go. So that's going to help out a little bit there. And oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I see what's going on. We got like a lot of stuff open down here that I didn't even see was open. Let's see. We're going to close that. Close that. All right. So there we go. All right. Now we're good. Now this is the thing, making this work. So I'll take care of that in Photoshop. But so what you have here is a vampire that's we have a hold on a second. Somebody's ringing the bell downstairs. Let's see. So yeah, this is the scene, and we have a vampire or a vampire and a random dude and a random vampire, however you want to say it, who's accosting this young lady who has some files in her hand. So this could be something going on at Frankenstein Industries in the Night Phoenix Press universe. This could be actually. Let me get out here. And so we have our next panel down here. Uh, I'll put a new layer. Well, we already have that layer, but I'm going to do another one here. Maybe we'll do something down here like, see. Oh, oh, okay. Your internet dropped out. Well, we did that this panel. We've got the light coming in here, and we got our two mystery men here. I think I'm going to do maybe I'm going to actually draw on this. Maybe we'll do an actual. That's not what I wanted. Maybe we'll do a close up of the eye. That would have been cool if I had actually drawn her eye like that in the in the first panel. Let's see. Since this is going to be a close up, we'll get more of a shapely eye in there. And my pen. You know what? Let me switch to the other pen. Let me see if I can do if that pen will work better. Switching to the pen from my other tablet, which is also a Huron tablet. Now I'm just gonna ignore that line that's going through the eye there. We'll just save that. We'll take that out when we're actually drawing it. Let's see. Give her some hair right there. Let's get on our drawing layer here. Oh, be nice if I actually went back to the black ink. Now, what I would do sometimes is I would just make the oval shape. I did that before, like just make the oval shape and then just carve out the interior. I would do that. Okay, so we're going to be here. Hey, blast it. All right, so let me erase this. Sometimes when you have the streaming stuff on, the lag actually gets in the way of what you're actually drawing. But so far so good. Uh, we're gonna grab a smaller brush here. Went a bit. And I know it's not necessary to draw like to draw the eyelashes like that, but that is something that I'm just used to doing. So bear with me. Jake says, I'm that way about eyelash. Yes, it's you get in on the eyelashes and you just want to make them nice, make them sexy, and work on just kind of do the strands. But I know you can actually just kind of go in there and just do one single kind of thick line. I have to come back and work on those eyebrows too. Let's see, but I'll do that later with the eraser tool. See, the thing about the tablets, when it lags like that, I can't actually see the art until after I've drawn it. There's an artist I've been reading lately who does a web comic. I'm thinking about stealing his eyebrow technique. What's his technique for eyebrows? Because I always end up having to go back and mine up after I do them the first time to get the proper expression. Because like when I started the eyebrows, they looked correct, and then as I finished them up, I'm like, okay, I lost the plot somewhere in there. Always looking out for good eyebrow and eyelash techniques. This is kind of an old image comics kind of technique. He just draws really thick eyebrows and then comes back with the eraser and carves. That is nice. That's nice. That's probably the smart way to do it. See, what I could do is just like, well, for this is a close up, so I couldn't do that. But I was gonna say what I could do is just just draw like a line there, and just put little hairs coming off of it. Call it a day. I um, I could have used a sumi brush for those. I could have used the sumi brush for the eyelashes, instead of the wall up here. I could have used the sumi brush for that. Let's see here. Ear too small. Let's remove that stray line. We'll do that. You guys are watching me learn how to work with this massive drawing tablet. Like another thing I wish for like a drawing tablet like this, I wish I could turn this a tablet like vertically, so it would be like a page of 11 by 17 paper. But alas, I will do it this way. And we're going to get a bigger brush. Bigger, but not too big. This, and I will highlight the hair later. And there we have it. Let's see. There's another thing I like about the iPad, zero lag. And I know. There's this tablet is actually very nice, but if I'm running anything else in the background, anything else in the background, it's going to be lag for days. But it did. It's interesting because I think yesterday I don't think I had all this lag yesterday, so I'm wondering what actually is causing it to be so laggy, because it wasn't. I don't think it was like this yesterday. But earlier on, I did have like a lot of programs open though. Let's see. Let's do some highlights here, and then that will be it for the day. Oh, now it wants to act right. Uh, little highlights right there, and there we have it. This is our character trying to figure out what is she going to do next. And let me actually do something with this. This is, for some reason, that point on her eye was just annoying me. Thank you. And we're going to erase the. Can't do that. That'll erase the panel. I was gonna go in there and kind of work with that, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and erase it. Let's see. get a smaller eraser. We're just going to in there. I feel like there should be like a little hair right there. It's going up right there. And I think this eye could come down a little bit more, but get my tools here. There we go. Think that's much better there. And there we have it for now. All right. That's our stream for today. And everybody watching, those in the chat and out, have a Merry Christmas. Jack, Merry Christmas to you. And now let's see. Now that you know the lasso tool, yes, I know how to work with the lasso tool on here now. I'm coming from Photoshop, and up until I had this program, I was working in Pixelmator, and then I did some stuff in Sketchbook, and now I have this. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to be working with this to learn this better because I actually like this program. So you all take it easy. And until next time, everybody, hasta.